Let's go over the top 5 ways men increase their testosterone naturally. Okay, let's get into it. Ever fear your libido taking a hiatus, or perhaps it unfortunately already has? How about your energy levels? Can't seem to get motivated for work or intense workouts or fine-tuning your diet? And how are your pants fitting? A little bit tighter than you remember? Perhaps a lot tighter? There are a host of reasons why normal and natural testosterone levels for men are absolutely essential. And we all know of its importance as we are bombarded with ads for marketing of low-T drugs, supplements, and miracle cures. But before we do anything drastic, let's look at the tools you already have at your disposal to get your testosterone levels back to normal. So first, let's take a look at lifestyles. How you live your life is at the core of testosterone production. We had it before, but something happened. And the best fix for that is to revert back to where you were when your testosterone levels were ideal. If you are over 30, then your testosterone is naturally declining. It sucks, but that's how things work. So one critical part of the testosterone picture is that you're not in the same shape as you were when you were younger. It's the aging process, and father time, undefeated. So what do? Back to lifestyle. When we age, we typically move less, eat more, and have disposable income that affords us a more sedentary lifestyle. And many times we mistake low testosterone for the natural aging process. So this will come as a shock to no one. We must eat right and move our bodies. Yep, food and exercise. What could be more boring than that? Deep down, we all know it's true. We see older men in great condition. Guaranteed they are not sitting on their recliner all day and eating donuts. If you are overweight, you must get your body fat down. When men have excess body fat, the potential for an increase in estrogen is very high, the exact opposite of what you want. So add low testosterone to the dozens of reasons why you need to lose excess body fat. Okay, so let's strategize. Eating. Eat natural foods. Eat food that you would recognize walking on this planet. Fruit, vegetables, meat, dairy, fish. In other words, cut out the processed garbage we humans invented in the last couple centuries. Go back to the way humans always ate, survived, and thrived. There are many who advocate that the best way to fast-track your nutrition is to cut out starchy carbs as well as the junk. This would be the keto or carnivore approach. Instead of eating bread, pasta, and cereals, replace it with steak, eggs, fish, dairy. The idea is those natural foods are rich in vitamins and minerals and also contain the good fats that energize your body. Keto and carnivore are essentially changing your body to run on fat like the ancestors did, instead of the sugars we're on in this modern world. There's a ton of information out there on this, but keep things tidy by sticking to a natural food diet. Next, working out. By far, the most critical element for your body is resistance training. Lift weights. Lift weights over any other exercise. It's much more effective overall than cardio, calisthenics, and even playing sports. Not that those activities are bad. In fact, they are very good. But in a world where you need to prioritize, lift weights. And if you can, go hard. That is, if you're gonna lift aggressively. You can do that in a HIIT style with intervals, or simply make the weight you're lifting heavy enough to make you struggle. Here is the great part. You don't need to do much or do it even very often if it's intense. For instance, working out one body part per week is all that's needed most times. Legs. You could do legs on one day per week and you'll definitely see results. That is, if you do difficult leg resistance exercises, do squats with a barbell, dumbbells, or jump squats. 8 reps, 3 sets. You'll know if you hit them hard enough the next day. A little bit of soreness is a good indicator. Okay, last in lifestyles is to get rid of the vices. This goes hand in hand with weight loss, diet, and exercise. Vices can be sabotaging to everything you do. We're not talking about a monk style of living. Rather, if you have a habit of smoking, then try to quit or at least cut back. Your lungs will thank you. Drinking alcohol every night? Most of us like a good alcoholic beverage, but keep it as something done on occasion. Overdoing anything is bad, but alcohol seems to be one of those areas where many overindulge. Take a personal inventory and see where you are. If you need to cut back, then do it. Also, cut back on the dopamine hits. There are a lot of salacious materials at our fingertips, and it's very easy to get addicted to the rush. Switch damaging habits for ones that will pay you back exponentially. Instead of checking out that website, go knock out a set of push-ups. Only you will know if you're overindulging here, but be honest with yourself. Next, manage your stress. Stress is a natural and very useful response mechanism, but it is triggered way too much today. We get stressed watching the news, thinking about work or family, wondering how we will make ends meet. It's constant, but that is not helping our testosterone levels. Stress is supposed to be a fight or flight switch. A lion chasing us or walking near the edge of a cliff. Stress kicks in to get us moving almost instantly. That is good stress, and we must always have it, but we can certainly work to reduce the other areas of stress. Practice focusing on only the things that are important. For example, do not fixate on the latest news stories. They likely are sensationalized to get you hooked into watching. Practice quieting your mind. Set some time, 5 or 10 minutes, just to relax and breathe. Be present in the moment and thankful for what you already have. Finally, focus on what is in your control. If it has rained on your parade or outside party, don't stress about the weather. Keep to things you can control. Move the party indoors, get some temporary tents, or reschedule. Keep your focus on things you can actually control, and your stress levels will stay balanced. Sleep. Sleep is one of those sneaky areas that has much more impact than most people think. For testosterone, sleep has been directly linked to maintaining healthy testosterone levels. Testosterone production is part of the circadian rhythm that happens in your sleep schedules. Studies have shown that sleep deprivation directly lowers the production of testosterone during that sleep period. One study indicated that individuals getting less than 5 hours of sleep per night could lower their natural testosterone production by as much as 15%. There are a host of other benefits directly related to getting enough sleep, muscle growth being a primary one. So do your muscles and testosterone levels a favor by prioritizing sleep. Finally, what about supplements? We want to be very mindful of seeing a doctor and potentially injecting needles into our bodies. But are the so-called natural supplements a good option? Well, there are a number of studies on testosterone-boosting supplements and a host of anecdotal accounts on certain herbs that could help. But for the most part, many of the studies showed there was no statistical significance in the findings. As with most things, there are better approaches to making gains than looking for a magical pill or supplement. If you feel that a supplement would help in your specific situation, then do the research. But the approaches we have gone over here are proven and much more impactful for the majority of men. Keep things natural and consistent and get back to the ways we humans lived before the industrial introduction of processed foods. Even if you're over 30, you can get your testosterone levels back to where they should be and live a life of mastery. Check out this video for more tips and tricks, and we will see you next time.